Good evening, Chainsaw Man fans. It is the finale of part 1 today.
Yes, sir. Every Tuesdays, Saturdays, fire. Like this, honestly, since we jumped into the manga, like it just stayed going up. Hasn't regressed, hasn't stopped, wasn't stagnant, keeps going.
Honestly, I don't think I've seen to that extent to where I was just meh on the first portion of the story and then I loved everything afterwards.
Right.
Not that immediate jump. How's it going, Gav? Vince, welcome.
Yo. Always. That's why you guys are union members. You guys are here for those days. 2.5.
You remember. I remember.
Oh, man. Let's see here. Is it the correct chapter numbers in the title?
No.
I was like, wait a minute. I was like, why am I on
Maybe
91?
that's why there aren't many people in here so far. My bad, guys.
Ow.
Let me update that real quick. Hurry, Vante, before they leave. Tell them what happened last chapter.
Last
volume.
chapter, volume, sadness. Denji, he had his first, well, not first, but he had a regular quote unquote date with Kobani, even though it wasn't really him, but yeah, whatever. Burgers, dance machine.
Burger.
Oh man, and then I still don't even know what the hell Makima even conjured when Kobani was in front of that.
It was 1,000 years of
light.
pain.
What was it? Kobani broke down, yeah. Kobani broke down before the car, huh? Well, the car.
Dance till you're dead. And then you're dead again. And then you're dead again.
But Power. Shout out to Power. She
oh my goodness.
saved
MVP?
our boy life. Saved him. Told him, find me. I'm going to be different next time you meet me. But hey, find me. Become friends with me and we'll see.
You know, there's something that always pulls at my heartstrings whenever it's in the next life, find me. Or in the next life, like, we'll be together. I don't know. There's something supremely sad about that.
Yep. And he wakes up back in square one with the dumpster. He wakes up in that again, or in the trash.
Mm-hmm.
Kishibe's right there. Kid, are you? Are you Denji? Or are you that damn devil? Mm-hmm. I'm Denji. What's up? I'm back.
Oh, and he
so
was...
sad.
That was a sad smile. Like, he was smiling, but it was almost for appearances, I would argue. Damn. Denji has gone through a lot. He is he's climbing fast for my favorite MC list.
Mm-hmm. Well, once again, we really didn't have many predictions or theories because we don't know how we go from here to part 2. But hey, we're gonna see. The theories that we did come up with. What did we even come up with at this point? I don't remember.
I think what we said is that Kishibe might make a contract to erase Makima's memories.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how
Brought that up.
Makima will temporarily be off the trail of Denji.
We have nobody else that's alive. Like, just, we know like maybe
Kobani?
2 other characters, 3 other characters.
It's so sad to think about. In one hand, I can be like Kobani, Yoshida, Kishibe, Kobani's car, maybe. I don't know.
the guy that quit in season 1, and that's it. Everybody else is dead or confirmed or unconfirmed.
Even like the devils that we know, they're dead. Beam, Power, Aki in his gun fiend form. It's not fair. It truly is not fair.
Well, let's see where we at. 5 minutes. I mean, you want to just get started?
Yeah, we got a few more chapters than usual. Guys, this is not the entirety of Volume 11. We did read a few chapters at the end of last stream. Technically, Vince. But, with that being said, I will let you go first, good sir. So let me change the music. I will get out of here, and then you can get right into it.
Music change now, yeah. All right, you guys know the drill, man. Dual react chapters. I react. Then once I'm done, I get Twitchy back in here. Then he reacts to it. It's just a good way that you guys can get both of our authentic reactions on camera on our own time, you know, reading. Yo, what's up, Zeely? Hello, I'm just now getting started with chapter 92 for volume 11. So, this page right here, Aki, Power walking in the alleyway, and I feel like that's like to kind of signify that they're leaving, they're moving on, they're going to their next experience, while Denji's walking there, still here where we're at in the earth. The little Pochita at the end of every chapter is back, by the way. Okay, what's going on here? So we're just seeing characters. I always love these kind of these pages in Chainsaw. Fujimoto, he's really good at this, just showing people walking. Hey, there go a few characters that we named right here. All right, it's safe to talk again. We won't be tracked here for a little while. Get some food in you while we have this chance. Man, these terrified kids right here, man. God damn. I saw some things I shouldn't have. Does that mean Miss Makima will kill me? Yep. I can't phone my family, can I? Nope. For the rest of my life? That's probably so. Thank goodness. Huh? Thank goodness I have an excuse to get away from them. Wow. Think about how sad that is, right? Normally, when people have to go under the radar and they're like in the protection programs or whatever, or they're just on the run from whatever danger that they're in, oftentimes, you know, they don't want to leave everything that they still have in society behind. Like, they still got friends, jobs, relationships, and hobbies and all that. But for her, so many people treat her like shit. She's like, well, yep, now I got a good excuse to just be away from everybody. That is sad. And I like that Denji is here too, because I guess both of them get to vent and kind of trauma dump. You know? From who? My dad and my mom. Look, both of them, it's like they're in the same boat. I love that panel right there on page 8. They're just kind of in the same boat right now, you know? Nothing is the same, will ever be the same for both of them. Once you've eaten, get some sleep. Got an early start tomorrow. Okay, so he's getting up. Huh? What's the matter? I always get the short end of the stick. I'm so gonna die. I'm scared of dying, but must be nice to be you. You can come back to life. And now Denji gonna be, oh my god. You see how I was going back and forth? Denji's probably gonna be like, man, I wish I was dead. So like Kobani not being like, you know, her people, her parents and other people do not like her. They treat her like shit. She's like, okay, now I have an excuse to never come back to see them ever again. And you wouldn't expect that, but obviously if you know her story, like, yeah, that makes sense. I agree with her. Now Denji, he's probably like, well, yeah, it sounds good, right? But I don't want to live anymore. I'd rather die. So they both, the trauma, man. You know, I look fine, but right now my heart feels like it's at the bottom of a toilet clogged with crap. All the good feelings, all the bad feelings I had up to now, they were all manufactured by somebody else. I'm dumb as a rock, so I was cool with living as the fool, but next thing I knew, my ignorance made it all go down to the crapper. Thinking back on it now, I never made any choices for myself. I just got used, always did as I was told, instead of thinking for myself. The only real choices I made were little things like what to eat for lunch. Even if I make it out of this alive, I bet I'll always be living in obedience to somebody like a dog. Wow. Man, once again, I get so many similarities, like the parallels between this series and JJK, and knowing that Fujimoto and Gege are good friends. Like certain character arcs, even sometimes the damn like dialogue itself just reminds me of characters from that series, and then vice versa. So I always like that. Isn't that just normal though? Huh? There's no such thing as a life free of bad things, except in your dreams. And she knows because she's like everything is a danger, and she's terrified of a lot of things. So like, yeah, there's gonna be bad things, bad moments. And then he looks at her. Man, the art too is like the art alone. These panels of them just sitting there with no dialogue, that also adds a whole lot to just this conversation in general and their circumstances. What? Oh, but I want it to be normal, and you want to be normal, Denji? Chainsaw Man. There's not a soul who doesn't know his name. With a chainsaw on his head, he cuts down devils one after another. So back to the whole news thing. He never reveals his identity, and never asks for anything in return. Are you with me, viewers? This isn't the hero of a manga we're talking about. We're talking about the man who always gets back up, no matter how many times he goes down. Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man. That's me. And he's thinking about when the people were cheering him. Interesting. Chainsaw Man, Chainsaw Man, Chainsaw Man. Huh. This is almost like they both have to accept what they're going through right now. Like Kobani, she just said how like, you know, it's impossible to live a life free of bad things. She knows that. She's somebody that's threatened by a lot of things that she will probably deem as bad to her. But she knows, well, I gotta deal with it. When I'm scared, whatever. I still gotta deal with it. I'm alive here. Regardless of my relationship with my parents and other people, how they treat me, I still got to be here. You know, I still have a purpose. There's still more to persevere through. And Denji's the same way. And it's interesting because, like, now he's starting to understand that his power is something special. And, like, it is a curse, essentially, but now he might be using it like a blessing in a way. You know, people still cheer for him. No matter what, all the crazy shit that's been going on with Makima controlling everything, controlling this whole narrative, everything of his life. Now, yeah, I'm gonna send him a TV emoji. But now he's starting to realize, like, you know what? Maybe I should just embrace what I am right now and move forward and just become a better person overall and do the most that I can to give back, to save people. I am the hero of this manga, unironically, no pun intended. So, oh, this is a great chapter. I love chapters like this. Chainsaw has done this a lot of times coming out of an arc. The first chapters that you get, sometimes it'd be some crazy good dialogue. Yep, there's no good without bad. Exactly. Just kind of scrolling, looking at the chat. Spitting, Vince. You are spitting. All right, let me send him that TV emoji. He definitely don't know. He will definitely not know what that is until then. All right. I sent it. Yeah, that's true. And it kind of reminds me of like Spider-Man, like with Peter Parker having to accept, yeah, I am Spider-Man, and the whole thing with his identity, literally like now in the MCU, but also in the comics, is kind of similar to that. So, yeah, your turn.
I don't know what to make of the TV emoji. Is this the anime? All right, not gonna say anything. Bye. All right, guys. So chapter 92 is the first one for me tonight. Oh my! What depression and beautiful depression, might I add, is on this front color page. Chapter 92, Zombie Blood Chainsaw. Alright, it's safe to talk again. We won't be tracked here for a little while. Get some food in you while we have this chance. I saw some things I shouldn't have. Does that mean Miss Makima will kill me? Yep. I can't phone my family, can I? Nope. For the rest of my life? That's probably so. Okay. I've got some things to say about this, and it reminds me, unfortunately, of a domestic violence situation with the way that Kobani's family treats her. I think it really speaks to her character specifically that she would want to talk to them before she dies. But also, like, fuck her family, you know? They're just using her. Denji looks at her. Thank goodness. Huh? Thank goodness I have an excuse to get away from them. From who? My dad and my mom. Once you've eaten, get some sleep. Got an early start tomorrow. Creak! Huh? What's the matter? I always get the short end of the stick. I'm so gonna die. I'm scared of dying. Must be nice to be you. You can come back to life. Well, that's its own type of curse, Kobani. I look fine, but right now my heart feels like it's at the bottom of a toilet clogged with crap. All the good feelings, all the bad feelings I had up to now, they were all manufactured by somebody else. I'm dumb as a rock, so I was cool with living as the fool. But next thing I knew, my ignorance made it all go down the crapper. Thinking back on it now, I never made any choices for myself. I just got used. Always did as I was told, instead of thinking for myself. The only real choices I made were little things, like what to eat for lunch. He gets a smile and then it's gone immediately. Even if I make it out of this alive, I bet I'll always be living in obedience to somebody, like a dog. I really appreciate this panel as well, with Denji looking even more ghostly because of the color palette that Fujimoto decided to use. Isn't that just normal, though? Huh? There's no such thing as life free of bad things, except in your dreams. This is heavy stuff, man. Jesus. What? Oh, but I wanted to be normal, and you want to be normal, Denji? Chainsaw Man. There's not a soul who doesn't know his name. With a chainsaw on his head, he cuts down devils one after another. He never reveals his identity, and never asks for anything in return. Are you with me, viewers? Are you ready, kids? This isn't the hero of a manga we're talking about. I'm talking about the man who always gets back up again, no matter how many times he goes down. Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man? That's me? Wait a second.
What you thinking about?
Like, it could be guilt, obviously. But I'm also thinking he might not even remember this.
What do you mean?
Like, he just
remember.
doesn't remember what he looks like. It could be either symbolic or literal. I'm looking at page 19 here.
Um,
The thing that's throwing me off is the question mark in that first panel. It's like he doesn't remember the chainsaw.
I think it like how I took it was that he's embracing this who he is now, and like it's kind of like the Spider-Man thing in the comics and right now in the MCU. In the MCU, where people don't know he's Peter Parker, or they don't know who Peter Parker is, but they know Spider-Man.
Sure.
So I took it as like this is just him embracing what he is now because of what Kobe said. She was like, "You want to be normal, Denji? Like you're special. This is not a curse.
Yeah,
We're trying to make good of this. You know that you could be the hero
power
of the manga.
Comes great responsibility.
Exactly.
All right,
He's supposed to be the hero of hell, but so yeah.
Chainsaw Man, arigato. Chainsaw Man, Chainsaw Man, Chainsaw Man, Chainsaw Man, Chainsaw Man, Chainsaw Man, Chainsaw. All right, that's the end of the chapter.
TV. And Vince he thought about the TV emoji. He said, "Send the TV." Yeah. And I like this. This is a great chapter before going to part 2 because you know this is a new step forward to something else. So embracing that role.
I'm just thinking of all the propaganda that Makima is making.
Damn.
How many of these are actual fans and how many are her puppets? I don't know.
This is crazy how it went from I'm a dog to I'm special in this chapter alone. Just from this conversation with Copenhagen, for her, and also with her perspective, I felt like having both of them pretty much trauma dump and vent to each other. This is something that like I feel like more mangaka should do. I feel like they don't do it. They kind of just move on to the next thing in the plot rather than having characters kind of relate based off of their traumas. The only times when characters relate based off of trauma is when they both are at odds against each other, and then later on they get into a predicament where they both open up. But these are people who work together, so they're colleagues, and they survive. So what could you even talk about? This is the only thing they could possibly talk about on both sides.
I loved how open both of them were being with one another. They say that on death's door or at the end of their life, like you really show what type of character you have. And with them being told by Kishibe, yeah, you're gonna die. She's gonna hunt you for the rest of your life, Denji.
Yep.
It was a moment of realization for the both of them that, you know what? Like, my problems, they might not be as big as I view them to be. And I am not as big as I used to view me in the grand scheme of things.
And that's the thing too with his character. His thing was he was trying to run away from the past with what happened with him and his father, and then once we got to that part, now he's like, all the past is doing is just continuously haunting him. Like Makima, I'm just a dog. She did all this manipulative shit for me to get to where we're at, or for her to get to where she's at now. And now it's okay. Well, this is a new step forward. So if this is the reset that I need, I'll take it.
Celix has an interesting point. He says, it's kind of sad. People like Chainsaw Man, but not Denji. They don't even know who he is. He is literally Peter Parker behind the mask.
Yeah, exactly. We know what you are, Fujimoto. No, we seriously know what you are. we know you're a Spider-Man fan. Literally, you had multiple instances.
I will also say I think this chapter is necessary as we transition into the general tone of part 2, because this is more so the character of Denji rather than the character of Chainsaw Man.
Mm-hmm. Which is ironic because he's embracing the Chainsaw Man role, the hero role. But in the
he's also been somewhat factory reset. Like, this is Denji born again.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
like literally from the trash heap once more.
And this was easily, in my opinion, easily the best Kobani dialogue.
Oh yes,
Like, I mean,
absolutely.
she's had funny moments and stuff like that, but this is perfect. Especially for somebody in this world who is rather normal, like in terms of mentally, she's, even though she works here, obviously she's terrified of everything that involves the stuff that she's dealing with. But like, it's coming from a person who has real world problems that might not be as grandiose as like Denji's whole identity crisis and everything that's going on with him mentally, but she's able to vent her trauma outwards to him. He's also able to vent as well, and they both had an equal understanding. So I'm also interested, just as much as with Denji, I'm interested in Kobani too. From here on out, what will she do? What are some things she's going to start preaching or anything?
Do you think Kobani is selling herself short? And I know she's the timid, no, you first type of personality, but also she's survived up until this point. At a certain, or to a certain extent, you can't just say that's sheer dumb luck. Like, she went up against the snake devil user, I forget her name, when she was shooting at her.
Mm-hmm.
She was running along a snake devil. Like, she's skilled in combat. She was actually very scary in combat, now that I remember it. I don't know, it's...
She's like a Quan Chi light, honestly, like...
The last devil hunter. Whoa.
Ooh. Now that I think about it, her hairstyle is kind of similar to Quan Chi too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, style.
That's something to keep an eye out.
That's a hard nickname
assuming
too.
The last devil.
Oh, damn!
I feel like that's a D&D campaign. But great character chapter. I love that one.
Yep. All right, we'll move on to the next one.
Yeah, keep it moving. Enjoy.
All right, cue the music. Ouch. Cue the music. All right. A water bottle. No. All right. So, chapter 93 of Chainsaw Man. We are here, and this title of the chapter is You and Crappy Movies. What? Denji is probably watching a whole bunch of movies, and either Kobani or Kishibe like, what the hell is you watching, my guy? All right. So he's watching the news again for everybody? It's like, Chainsaw Man, yay! They're all praising me. Chainsaw Man. Wait a minute, this could end up. I hope this doesn't end up like terrible with mock. Oh man, it might get worse from here on out somehow. That would be crazy. Go out with me. From mommy. Oh shit. Okay. Oh my god. They really, the ladies really love me. They totally love me. Pipe down, will ya? The truth is, the real truth is, I'm tired of eating stuff like toast with jam for breakfast. What I really want is to eat steak for breakfast every morning. I know I shouldn't. I know it's terrible, but it's the same when it comes. But it's the same when it comes to girls too. Deep down, I want 5, no 10 girlfriends. All right, Quan Chi. He said, I gotta sex up you. I want to have tons of sex. Okay. You know what? With Denji's dreams, I wonder. I'm trying to like notice a pattern with this. Like, no matter what setback he has or what success he gains, either way, if he regresses or gains success, he will also the emotions that he has for his goals, like he becomes even more ambitious. Is what I'm trying to say. So I wonder what will this look like in the end game of the series. And Kishibe and Kobani just looking like, what? That's why I want to be Chainsaw Man. I mean, in real life too, a lot of people have these kind of like, there's certain vices or things that people really, really want so bad, and to get it, they need to be something. Like, let's say money. In real life, we know money is everything. Everybody wants to be rich so they can do all the things that they want to do, right? So in his world, I mean, it kind of is the same thing. Like, I have power, I mean, I have value. My power is like money. So with that and with the fame, I want to get the spoils. He's still in the city mouse type of, on that side. Kishibe is just staring at him. Draw attention to yourself, and you're asking to get killed by Makima. She has keen ears. The next time you turn into Chainsaw Man is the day she kills you. So you're gonna have to get. So that's interesting. He's gonna have to give up being Chainsaw Man. I wonder. He's probably gonna still do it, but it'll be interesting if he doesn't. Because all the images or all the panels that I have seen of Denji in Part 2, I've seen Denji. I don't even think I ever seen his Chainsaw Man form unless anything that was in Part 1 that I just like, oh, that was a Part 1 pose or something. So they're sleeping. He's still watching. I still want to be Chainsaw Man. How can I kill Miss Makima so I can do that? She's not an enemy I can beat by swinging my chainsaw around willy-nilly. And all this time I spent watching her and talking to her, there's got to be something that felt off. Think, Denji. Rack your crappy brain. God, it's no use. My turn to crap brains gotten even more jumbled than before. I like that panel right there too. All the stuff going on in his head. I'm the worst. Anything about Makima, I'm the worst. Even after what she did to me, I still like Miss Makima. Oh my god, damn. That means that's somebody that's been through the ringer. He's what you call it, like somebody that's been successfully groomed and manipulated by somebody else. It's crazy. Yep, this is him really being ambitious. Yeah, like we've heard him say it before. But like now it's like, okay, it's in your face. We get it. Like we feel what he's feeling right now. We feel the level of emotion that he has right now. Oh, is that the panel that I've seen? Oh my, it is the panel. So I've seen this panel right here. It's double spread on 12 and 13. Or at least on my site, it's 12 and 13 on the Shonen Jump app. I've seen this before. This is the panel that I've seen. So I was like, but it's interesting. I did not see that panel of Makima and the rest of those people right there. I just seen the half with just Denji. That's interesting. Okay, I'd never seen that with the other characters. Look at everybody. Wow, just wow. You look quite feeble now. Did you come here expressively to die for me, Miss Makima? In this ultra awesome, perfect world you're going to make, will there still be crappy movies? Why have you turned back into Denji? Second time this happened, just like with Power, the fiend, the blood devil Power going to the fiend. Like, wait a minute, this power. Personally, I believe the world would be better if bad movies cease to exist. Guess I gotta kill you after all then. Right. Then, this appearance of yours and the things you say are unworthy of Chainsaw. I find you disagreeable. Oh, here comes the crow. Oh, the crows are back. Oh my god, yep. She got all those weapons. All the ones that he fought before. So it's going to be a little rematch right here. Oh, wow. I did not see this coming at all. Wow. Oh, God. Exactly. Not staying with the minimum and wanting more. And how things change. Like now he's like, okay, I know Makima is bad news. Before he was like, no, I love Miss Makima. He still did say that now, but I love her and I want more though at the same time. Now he's like, I don't like her no more and I want a whole lot. So even she's like a measuring stick for Denji's, like, his ambitions. Your turn. Guys, put a chain link, whatever. Yep. That literally, like, what was that, like the first chapter we read when we got into the manga? I think that was the first for that volume. First or second, either or. One of the earlier yeah, it was like one of the earlier chapters. But yep. Going back to that, and we were asking about that, I think in the last reaction we were talking about, like, well, so what's the significance there? So it's interesting. Exactly. Man, Fujimoto, he is really good when it comes to symbolism and speaking to the viewer in a metaphorical way too, not just having everything on paper. He knows how to use implicit elements really well. Some mangaka struggle a lot with that, so I really appreciate that Fujimoto is able to layer things with these characters and parallels with other experiences that they have or things. So, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, exactly. All right, go ahead.
Oh god, Makima found him. That's the only thing I can think of when you sent me that emoji. Chapter 93. You and crappy movies. They're all praising me. Chainsaw Man t-shirts. Get your Chainsaw Man t-shirts. Go out with me. Oh my god, the ladies really love me. Just like me for real. Oh man, this is a meme heavy section of the story. They totally love me. Pipe down, will ya? The real truth is, I'm tired of eating stuff like toast with jam for breakfast. What I really want is to eat steak for breakfast every morning. Okay. I know I shouldn't. I know it's terrible. But it's the same when it comes to girls too. Deep down, I want 5. No, 10 girlfriends. Alright, you had me in the first half, Denji. I want to... Oh. Just outright saying it. I'm not saying it. Alright, Denji. That's why I want to be Chainsaw Man. I also love the dynamic here of Kishibe just sitting in like a regular chair, but the way that the panels are framed, it's almost like Denji is talking to a higher being. And I know that Kishibe was his mentor. I know that Kishibe is one of the most ferocious devil hunters. But just the way that he's looking down at Denji, it's like he's judging him. Draw attention to yourself, and you're asking to get killed by Makima. She has keen ears. The next time you turn into Chainsaw Man is the day she kills you. Oh, the dejection. He's watching his highlight reels. He's just like Asahi. I still want to be Chainsaw Man. How can I kill Miss Makima so I could do that? She's not an enemy I can beat by swinging my chainsaws around willy-nilly. In all this time I spent watching her and talking to her, there's gotta be something that felt off. Think, Mark, think, Denji, think. Rack your crappy brain. Gah, it's no use. My turn to crap brain's gotten even more jumbled than before. I'm not trying to turn the page just yet because I'm trying to think if she has a weakness. I suppose he could launch a surprise attack if he finds the friend upstate that she has talked about. That'll be my guess for now. He's just thinking about how pretty she looks. I'm the worst. Even after what she did to me, I still like Miss Makima. Oh, God. Oh, God. He's just there? Interesting. So he is still retaining some of the form because I see the armor on his forearms. But needless to say, she's coming through with the crew. Oh, I love that panel. You see the blackness of all of her soldiers. It's like it's one unstoppable force. God, I can't talk tonight. You look quite feeble now. Did you come here expressly to die for me? Miss Makima, in this ultra awesome perfect world you're gonna make, will there still be crappy movies? Have you turned back into Denji? What an interesting question. Personally, I believe the world would be better if bad movies ceased to exist. Guess I gotta kill you after all then. Right then. This is quite the philosophical question from Denji. It's layered. He is, to a certain extent, using an analogy for humanity, because in a perfect world, will there still be imperfect life forms? When everything is controlled by Makima and there is no free will, it would be a perfect world in her eyes, pun intended because of her eyes, but to everyone else, it is a imperfect world because there is no free will. I'll continue. This appearance of yours and the things you say are unworthy of Chainsaw Man. I find you disagreeable. As the crows take off. Squad shot. Oh my.
So the panel, that was a panel, but I'd never seen them on the on the right side of it. I always seen Denji around the.
Yeah, I never saw him either.
Unless there's a different shot, but no, I think it is this shot. But I've never.
No, I
seen
think
them
since it's a
cropped or
2-page
something.
spread, I think it's split down the middle to where it cuts him off. That's just good paneling.
Yeah.
But also, this is the perfect, if you want to call it home field advantage for Kishibe. So if he finally wants to make a move, this is this place to do it.
Yep. And yeah, Zilly, exactly. Denji, very simple words, but they deep. You know, and Fujimoto does it on purpose. I was even thinking about that when I was reading it. Like, it's always very easy to read Denji dialogue. He's not going to say a whole lot. He's not going to use big words or nothing. But just like what we've been saying, he got a heart. He has a heart. And sometimes he be putting certain things together very poetically in a roundabout way.
I also love the conversation in the chat of Denji wanting more.
He's street smart.
That is very human to want more. It's the desire for something bigger or greater than yourself.
He's a city mouse. Now
I
he's
want
just at
it
the level
all.
where he's like, I really want
All right,
it
Killmonger.
now.
All right, Killmonger.
Because before he would say like, I want more, but the other part of his, Makima, her controlling him. So it's like, okay, well, I still like Makima. I still love Makima, even though he said it here, but that's not really the same way as it was before. But now, since he's more free, even though he's literally not technically, because she's looking for him, or now he's here, but now he's able to become truly ambitious. Before he wasn't able to be ambitious.
I can't believe they're just walking up to him all casual like. I know Makima has great confidence in herself, but that's something even I think is a little bold.
Look at all them goddamn tombstones, them damn graves. That's crazy.
You about to
All
make
these
some
people.
more?
All
you about
these
to
people.
make some more?
Jesus Christ.
What do you think her weakness is? Because Denji was trying to figure it out. I have a thought now that I'm really thinking about it, but it's more so of a temporary solution than anything else.
What you thinking?
So go back to page 10.
Mm-hmm.
We see Denji's eye looking at Makima. He's talking or thinking. And then she's pointing to her eye. So I'm thinking if there is a way to flashbang or to distort her vision to where she wouldn't be able to... Do you think she'll still be able to control her minions if he cuts the chains?
Probably not. I doubt she, unless
Okay.
she could get it back fast. But I think he could sever it at least.
So that's a way to at least reduce her numbers to a certain extent. So I could see him playing a numbers game, like I need to make sure I take out the hybrids first, then start taking off the chains of the people. Whether they're dead or alive, it really doesn't matter. So throwback to the doll conversation that Quan Chi had with him.
Kishibe, you better have like a anti-regen sniper bullet or something.
Instead of a bullet, it's a knife that's shot through a gun.
Hey man. Oh wow, I just thought about that. Maybe he's the one that would be severing the chains.
With the knife? The
While
knife
Denji
devil?
is distracting Makima and
I could see that.
most of them.
God, that is
It would
such
be
a
hilarious if
clean
Kishibe actually had
panel.
no other idea. Like he's actually out of ideas.
Ah,
I'm like, you know
kid.
what? That's some real shit,
Respect it.
Fujimoto.
Respect
That's real.
it.
Like I know some people be kind of bummed out, but honestly, I mean, shit. What can you do? Well, ready for another fight, round 2 versus the weapons.
Oh yeah, this might
those-
be the best fight in the series because everything is on the table. It is anti-in, all in.
I didn't think we was gonna get this.
I thought that, okay, so really quickly before you get into the next one, I always thought this panel was Denji solemnly looking over the spoils of victory. Like he had just done something that might have hurt his soul or that had hurt people close to him, but he was victorious. No, this is him patiently waiting out in the open. Hey, come get me, Makima.
That's literally what I thought this whole time that it was. I just thought that everybody died. Well, actually, that's literally what happened, pretty much. But
yes,
I didn't think if it like this because it happened so fast. He was just thinking about her, and then next thing you know, boom, he's right here, he's waiting for her. After Kishibe
and also
said,
how the chapter,
please,
last
don't
chapter
turn the chainsaw.
started. We just transitioned to in a dark room with Kishibe, Kobani, and Denji. At first, I was going to ask, is this the right chapter? Yes, it is the right chapter.
Oh, wait, let me go back. Well, no, I guess he did leave on his own, Kishibe. But Kishibe probably knows that he probably would have left at some point, so I expect that he's somewhere out here too. Because he told him like next time you transform the chainsaw, you're dead.
God.
So, well, on to the next one.
Sure.
Right. So, chapter 94. Cue the music. We are here with the Chainsaw OST playing in the back. And if you guys are here live or watching the VOD, please like the video or stream and subscribe to your boys if you are new. Road to 2K subscribers. We're going to get there. You guys have been showing a lot of love for Chainsaw Man recently, so that's been the main priority alongside Don to Don every Mondays, Chainsaw every Tuesdays. Now, this title, Chainsaw Man versus the Weapon Humans. Again, just different. Now it's more Denji Chainsaw Man versus Pochita Chainsaw Man, but it still is Chainsaw Man. Do I see people digging out the fucking ground? Oh my god. Oh, zombies, right? Oh, wow, I forgot. Yeah, because she literally has him. All right, Denji, what you about to do? So you stab the ground. You gonna lift that up? Yeah. Oh my god. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh shit! The debris in the air. You got some of them in the air. Okay, there goes the Katana Man and the sword, the dagger, the swordman, sword fiend. Yee! Whoa! Oh yeah, Denji's still going crazy. Yeah, spear. Oh my god, the spear. He got right. The spear. I love how the way he be moving. I ain't gonna lie, he probably one of my favorite ones when it comes to these weapons. I've been liking his movement. Okay. Right. Oh my god, yeah, he is fucking them up. Now here comes more of the zombies trying to gang up on him. The numbers game. He's considerably weaker than before. The whole world has accepted Chainsaw Man. They're even turning him into a merchandise character for consumption now. There's no need to fear him anymore. That is interesting. I wonder if that's going to like create like a... Nah, I don't know if Fujimoto go down that route, but like... What would it take for him to... I mean, we know what it would take, but like at this point, what would Denji do to get stronger? Or is this a different thing? Is it like that fear is instilled in him and it's like it doesn't change even if people have like a newfound like appreciation for him or something? I don't know. Okay, is that the flamethrower? Yep. Trying to burn them all. Whoa. Okay, he's coming out. Oh my god, yep, Denji. Oh my god, I feel like I'm watching the anime. God damn, all the blood and the sparks, everything. He is tearing them up, literally. Ah, shit. Did Makima shoot him? Or was that just the Arrow Devil that ended up impaling him? Makima probably did. Bang, bang. Yep. Oh, my. She shoots herself. What the hell? And then she's gonna feed him blood? Wake up, Denji. Oh, look at that panel on the top right there, though. I ain't gonna lie, man. I think I see the vision. For all the people who are the Makima lovers still out there that exist, you know what I'm saying? I think I see the vision. Actually, I never lost the vision. I never lost the plot, you know what I'm saying? Like, two things can be true. You know, she could be a fucking dickhead, an asshole, trash, evil, all that. But she also bad, too. Both ways. Anyway, that rhymed. Wake up, Denji. I'll kill you personally. Trade blows with me. Oh, my God. How is this going to end? I don't know. All right, well, get Twitchy in here now. Let's see. I'll probably just send a blood emoji. Your turn. Blood. I'm still a clean to that. Like, you know, like I said, two things can be true. That's actually one of my mottos, man. Two things can be true. Absolutely. Something could be good and it could be bad for you at the same time, depending on what, you know, how you decipher that. Oh, yes, I see what you mean. I was like, I just realized, yep. Let's see. Damn, we really got 3 more chapters after Twitchy reads this one. And then we'll be finished with part 1. Twitchy will return. He will return. I summon you. Twitchy, I summon you now. There he goes. I summoned him. See? It works.
You have a very keen sense of smell.
You guys don't know anything about the Mugen Eclipse lore. You know, it's a secret society. We got powers and stuff. We won't tell you what it is, but we got powers.
Our quirks are synced up. All right, guys, if you like the stream, we would appreciate it. Welcome, Pel. But chapter 94, Chainsaw Man versus the Weapon Humans. Feel like that's a reused title, Fujimoto, but I'll allow it. Oh my god. Oh, the zombies! They do have home field advantage, but I think this is Makima doing this, so the wrong team has home field advantage. Oh my god, picking up the crosses. Some of them look like swords or stakes. That could be a combination. And the aura farming of her walking with her hips. That hourglass figure. Oh yeah, Denji's about to be surrounded. He puts his chainsaw arms into the ground. Crack. Ooh, flips everything up. I love the dynamic shot of the chainsaw chain going up for that piece of the ground. Shing! Yee! Whoa! Oh my god. Headshot and face/throat shot. Alright, Javelin Man. Stab! Yeah! Bomb Devil. Rope Devil, I'm guessing. What did he do? He grew a chainsaw out of his abdomen? No. It's kind of hard to see what's going on in this panel, not gonna lie. I think he did like a twisting motion. Alright, lands. Ah! All the zombies. Pile on. He's considerably weaker than before. The whole world has accepted Chainsaw Man. They're even turning him into a merchandised character for consumption now. The levels of meta to this. There's no need to fear him anymore. Alright, we're about to get the katon from the flamethrower dude. Alright, charred bodies. Chainsaw chain goes up. Grabs. Across. Ooh, jumps forward, splits that guy's head in two. Okay. Quan Chi defending Makima. Chainsaw got really close, though. Did his face split in two? Is that what I'm... No, again, it's the perspective. It's kind of weird. Oh. Literally poking holes in this man. Prison style. Alright, she falls down. Chainsaw falls down. Makima's looking at him. Walking over to him. Bang. Oh, the aesthetic of crucifixion with the hole through the hand. Wake up, Denji. I'll kill you personally. Trade blows with me. God dang. Look at her on page 19.
You know what I'm saying? That you know, I said two things could be true. I told
Makima got back. Oh my god.
She's an asshole. She's evil, but like at the same time, like I said, two things could be true. She's bad. Both ways. She's bad and bad. You decipher that. That rhymes. Bars.
God.
So what do you think would happen here if like people are not fearing him anymore? Like what
I don't know.
could he
Would
do?
she even want him as a dog if he's not powerful, or is she gonna flip the narrative and have him start attacking people terrorist style?
It might end up being like that. Because I'm trying to think of realistically how can he get stronger, like back to where he was. I was like, either he somehow instilled that fear, like that fear doesn't go away somehow. I don't know. He's Chainsaw Man. He's already an anomaly, so maybe he can like keep the fear that people have, but any new fear doesn't exist anymore or something. So he's like capped out. Either he's capped out or he will get weaker, and then Makima, like you said, she might just use him again to kill people to fear him again, and that would be horrible. After he just got out of this damn trash again. More women.
Do you think there is any
Chainsaw.
possibility that these human devil hybrids, or even Makima, start to fear Denji because of... I don't think a lot of these are kill shots. Like the one to the flamethrower devil, probably. But like, Reize, she just got a chest blow. The rope devil, she got a chest blow. Do you think that he starts to, not aura farm, but like fear farm off of these people here?
Maybe. I mean, because at this point, y'all got fucked up twice by him. Well, quote unquote him. So.
And I love the symbolism of him fighting in a graveyard of all his comrades. I would even argue this could be more intimidating of a backdrop than the actual backdrop then was Hell.
Which is crazy, right? That juxtaposition. You would expect Hell to be a lot scarier, but it was literally all we seen was flowers, little hills, and then darkness. Okay. Like, all right, well, yeah, sure, darkness. But where's the fire? Where's all the blood, the mutant, like all the crazy shit? Versus here, the graveyard. All these people, just like imagine being in a graveyard like that, like those memorials, like where they have all the fallen soldiers and whatnot. But like in a context like this, like all these people died from events that just happened in real life, and then you just see all.
And then they're being brought back to fight the same fight that they just fought.
I'll throw up. I'll puke. I'll vomit.
Imagine your loved one was here, and you were here to visit their grave.
No.
Andy, that's a good point. I just don't know if we're scaling the fear of the devils versus the fear of humanity. Like, what's the fear of one human? Is that equivalent to 1/10 of a devil's fear? Is that equivalent to 100th?
I was always thinking that could be a thing, or through Kobani, I always thought like, oh, well, she's scared of shit like to an extreme degree. Like, does her equate to like 200 people or something?
She's like Energizer Bunny.
Yeah. The usual brimstone, fire, and torture is played out. I mean, it's hard to say that because if it's like it's kind of like, there are different depictions of hell. I don't think I've seen this one. Not like, well, actually, I have, kind of. Strangely enough. Yo, Sherm.
Sherm. Welcome.
It's just, I think being here is more uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Being in hell is probably just more terrific. But here is like, it's just uncomfortable because it's like, okay, we know a lot of people here. We know what they've done. Devil hunters.
I also do want to point out the fact, something that I realized very soon after I finished reading this chapter is, and this was by design, so please do not dislike the stream by me just commenting on this observation.
No.
This fight was underwhelming. And that was by design, because Denji is not at his full power level. This is small potatoes compared to the last time that we saw Denji go off against, like, buildings destruction. Oh, this a little gravestone got knocked over. Like, it's apples to nuclear bombs.
Wow, this is terrific. Yep, sure, I'm not lying though. Like, but evil, white hot. Yes, she's bad both ways. She's bad. She's bad and she's bad. I mean, two things can be true, man. I'm just saying. But oh no, I can't even imagine her in the real life, like a real world Makima. I can't even.
Just kill me. As soon as I find out who you are, just kill me. Like, we're not about to do this whole thing. I get existentially depressed.
Yeah, I know
you take over my life.
I know what can kill her. What the snail. You know that that meme where it's like the snail that touches you and you die. Like if it catches you,
It never
it's a snail.
stops. It never stops.
That is, I always thought about the thought of that as terrifying, especially for somebody that don't travel. Like,
no way, man. No
that's
way.
crazy. Like if you don't travel, if you pretty much stay in your city and your state, like most of the time, it's GG's. You have to make a few trips every now and then just to get it off track for.
It
means
it's
not
nothing.
gonna do nothing because it's gonna get reversed immediately once
the
you
snail
come back
could hop
for 4
on
weeks.
the bottom of an airplane and then fly. It's like, come on. I've always thought, like you said, that is the most terrifying what if scenario.
Fucking snail. Well, Denji, Pochita, tomato. At this point,
We've been over this, guys.
I know. That's why I always. That's why I keep doing this and quote Denji or Chainsaw.
They're the same.
Yeah.
I know that they're different. They're the same in my eyes.
Once again, it's just easy to say Denji. Like I never knew what a Pochita was. When I've seen that, I've never said those letters together ever in my life, ever. At least not in English. Not in English.
I have also changed how I pronounce Pochita's name because I used to say Pochita, but apparently that's incorrect because I was rewatching the anime, so it's like Pochita. It's not like an emphasis on the cheetah.
Sorry,
I know they're not the same.
No, we get it. Vince, we get it. Just we understand it. They're not. We know that they're not the same. But hey,
Snail Saw Man. Oh my god.
Snail Saw Man. Zeely, okay, we get it. There's a difference between the two. Like we know at this point. You guys
promise you.
You're outraged,
promise you.
You're
trying to get us powered up to take on Makima. Because remember, Makima saved Vince.
He said that on 2 different, or maybe even 3 different occasions. You said it.
That one's on you, bud. All right, but let me get into the next chapter.
Yes, sir.
So we only have 3 more to go for the end of part 1. That's crazy. All right, chapter 95. Let's get into it, ladies and gents. Chainsaw Man versus Control Devil. And you see all the chains of all the corpses that she's controlling. Bring, rise and shine. Shoof. Oh, there's something harrowing about her looking in surprise at Denji. Like, I don't think she thought the battle had started yet. Okay, so because that man was connected to her, this is how many times Denji has to kill her? Good God. So her neck reattaches. She punches him? This is brutal. They are going blow for blow, decapitation for decapitation. And she kicks him in the face without a head. And then her head is like coming back. I love the motion blur there. This is wild. Like, I know this is what Makima wants, and I know Denji also wants to do this, but for whatever reason, I'm not getting, like, satisfaction out of seeing her get cut up. Maybe it's because all of these people keep getting killed in her place. She punches through his back, out through the front of him. I think she ripped off his arm. Oh my god, the ass shot of destiny. Entrails out. Makima still emotionless. I literally switched from a single page to a double page spread for pages 12 and 13. No! Give him back! That's our Pochita! Bump. Thump. It was unavoidable that you'd lose to my bare hands. You aren't Chainsaw Man after all. How can I get you to give up on this world, Denji? What do I need to do for you to turn back into Chainsaw Man? Patu. He spit at her? Chainsaw Man doesn't spit. Chainsaw Man doesn't wear clothing and doesn't talk. Every action he takes should be chaotic. And yet, despite not getting him at all, you were chosen by Chainsaw Man. If you're going to get in our way, then die. Pain. Pain. I'm in pain. Oh, man. Now, guys, I will be upfront and honest with you. I did know that Denji... he did get Pochita removed from him by Makima. That was one of my spoilers. Did not see any panel from this chapter. And the way on page... what page is this? 14, that the heart that is Pochita is quivering. It's like kicking a kitten or something, like Boa Hancock style. She wants to be, that's for sure. You guys are too much. All right. For the emoji that I send Devante, I am thinking of broken heart, but I'm also thinking just downtrodden look. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna send him a peach. Good call, Sherm. Peach it is. Oh, well, you guys, I don't know. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. The traditional heart symbol that we see is actually possibly sensual in nature. So it's not just about love, it is the shape of a woman's fill in the blank. And it could also be a certain perspective, as Vince says. So Needless to say, I noticed, and god damn, that her imprint is there. I'm sure some of you would care to die like that. I will not admit that on camera. You'll never catch me. They'll never believe you. But this whole time, she doesn't have any emotion on her face. I truly... Yes, Andy. I truly believe that there's going to be a time when we see her with a lot of emotion, and it might be the most terrifying thing in the manga.
Where is it? Where is it? Oh. Hey. Seen the emoji. Where? If you guys didn't know the emoji, he probably said it, but it was a peach emoji. So where?
You'll see.
Where? Okay. Chainsaw Man versus Control Devil. The finale, the final showdown between Denji and Makima. Who wins? Who loses? Find out next on Dragon Ball Z. Anyway, what did she just do? She pulled, okay, rise and shine, and then boom, he immediately woke up and just decapitated her. Another devil hunter is coming in again, and what did she do? Did she slash his head off too? God, they're really going. Like she said, blow for blow. They're literally going blow for blow. You see all these other devil hunters getting hit too, dying. Oh my! What is this fight? This shit animated is gonna be ridiculous. You see how fast they are, like punching and kicking each other. What was it? Page 6, 7. Like Makima's face. That's how fast it's going. You can't even see her face. On the other ones, you obviously seen her head falling off. But that one, you couldn't even see it. It was a blur. That's how fast they are. That kick and then his kick right back. Limbs flying. Region going crazy. This is a crazy fight. God damn. Slashes her in half. She punches a hole through Denji, and you can see the speed of that as well. Oh my goodness. What'd she just do? Did she hip check him? Is that what the ass? Did she literally attack with her ass?
Peep the impact crater.
Like, goddamn, you know what? I bet a lot of people was like, man, I wish that was me. It should have been me, though. It should have been me. I don't disagree. I didn't say that. Anyway, yeah, they're still going back and forth. Oh my God, this next page. Oh wow, this is a panel right here. Now, this is a panel you get spoiled. You will get spoiled to death for. I'm sure a lot of people have gotten spoiled on this double spread right here. Her ripping out Pochita out of him. The heart. Osborn, you attack his heart. It was unavoidable that you would lose to my bare hands. You aren't Chainsaw Man after all. How can I get you to give up on this world, Denji? What do I need to do for you to turn back into Chainsaw Man? Chainsaw Man doesn't spit. Oh, I didn't realize he spat on her. I thought that was blood that was coming out. Wow. Chainsaw Man doesn't wear clothing and doesn't talk. Every action he takes should be chaotic, and yet, despite not getting him at all, you were chosen by Chainsaw Man. If you're going to get in our way, then die. And then she rips her heart out completely. Wow. Ooh, this should be death. I mean, he ain't got a heart. Oh yeah, this next chapter is about to be batshit crazy. I think something's about like we've been talking about this loosely about like a reset, like that keeps popping up those words or that word reset. I feel like this is probably going to end up going south for everybody involved. I don't know. Fucking ass shot. That's crazy. It's like Fujimoto knows the viewers. Like he knows what we were saying the chapter before, like, oh man, look at that shot of Makima. Yeah, look at that. You want that?
Look
You
at
say you
this.
still want this?
Look at it.
And then she even asked Denji, you still want this? Like, yes, we're just like Denji. Yes, yes.
I did not catch this on my first read through, but I immediately zeroed in on it while you were reading. Go to page 17.
Mm-hmm. What about it?
Who is our?
I just thought she was talking about her in OG Chainsaw Pochita.
Our way?
Kinda, yeah. Because she's going to take him, and she's a big fan of him, and it's kind of like, oh, we win, I win, he wins, we all win.
I was thinking maybe she is teaming up with maybe some of the other Horsemen of the Apocalypse.
Maybe. The only reason why I said that is because of what she was saying before that. Like, you're not Chainsaw Man. Like, you're not him. What I want is the real him. So I just took it like that. But I mean, honestly, it literally can go either way.
So I was spoiled before the series started that Makima took Pochita from Denji.
Oh, so that panel that literally said that, oh, somebody got spoiled.
I didn't get spoiled on the chapter or the panel, but I got spoiled on the fact that it happened.
That it happened. Damn.
Welcome, Double BB.
This fight's gonna be crazy though. I love hand-to-hand combat. That's my favorite.
When
back
her
and forth
face
fights
turned into like motion blur lines, that was the funniest thing.
And then that punch that she did through him, it's almost like her hand just like went through as if he was like made of smoke or water or something. It just went straight through. But that's how fast he punched him.
Well, what I think she did, Vontae,
page
and
9.
Again, I don't think, that's the exact page I'm looking at. I think she punched through his intestines and then moved it to the side to rip open his torso. I think it was one motion.
Yeah. Because like literally right after she does it again, the ass shot, and then you see, yeah. She wants to kill the other horseman. At least that's what she said. She did briefly say that, but those are things she wants to delete. I wonder why, Makima.
In the whole
I wonder what's
time,
their stance.
not a single emotion was shown on her face.
You're right. She didn't even do none of that smile shit that she usually does. The smirk and the grins. She didn't even do that. Like, at all. This entire chapter, I'm looking. No, she didn't. Not once.
And even at the end, it was more so like she was disappointed. It wasn't like she was even angry. It was like, you're beneath me, but yet somehow I don't control you.
Like a rabid dog, like a feral dog. Like, I love you.
Just
You're such a great
put
dog,
down.
but can't do it. Yeah, this next chapter is about to be wild. I mean, obviously these next two have to be because they end part one, but like talking about like page flip crazy. That's why I'm not even going to go to 96 on my own yet till I come back.
And then the last point is the double spread of 12 and 13. Obviously, that's a reference to the Mother Mary and holding. Yeah, enough said. But the context of this, for Fujimoto to make a reference to that with this, it could not be more different.
This is such a horrible spoiler for somebody to get. They're like, man, Makima kills Denji, and then you show that, and then that person shows it to somebody. It's like, well, they ain't lying, so everybody think, oh, I guess he's dead. And then, oh, wait, no, he's not. When they do catch up. Because that is death right there. Like, if I'm looking at that pen, I'm, oh, yeah, that's death.
You ain't coming back from that.
Oh, man. Smiles mask. He seems more like her.
Denji comes back.
Was Pochita did some kind of, I don't, like, on some ass pull type shit. He just like leaves essence of him and his heart can like regrow. I don't know. But that's why I think something's gonna happen now that she did that. Like,
oh, Celix, you got spoiled on that? Dang. Rip.
wow.
That's terrible. It's pretty good.
She ripped his heart out. No, like serious. That meme is hilarious. Pathetic. It's the same energy.
It also reminded me of Omni-Man, the way that he was looking at these new age heroes. Like, y'all ain't nothing compared to the Viltrumites.
Right. He got spoiled by Death Battle. Yeah, Death Battle. Yeah, they be doing.
That one's on you. No one forced you to watch that.
Kind of. I mean, but sometimes, you might see, like, scrolling through Twitter, you might see a clip or something, and it's like,
I suppose.
Like the Deku and Miles thing. I mean, hey man, I'm not opposed to it
today. Oh my god! First Sherm recommending the peach emoji. Pell.
Oh, he recommended that.
You did. I was gonna send you a heartbroken emoji, because obvious, but
it should have been me, man. It should have been me. I don't care.
What a way to go.
What an interesting character like, can we just for 1 second just acknowledge the character dynamic between Makima and Denji?
Aside.
It is so unique because it's like
it's kidnapper and Stockholm Syndrome victim.
Yes. With like some other layers to it too, where it's like the nurturing element. Also like Pochita, like his whole deal with it too, where it's like she's a fan of him essentially, while she hates Denji. It's like everything about this whole relationship between these two is just ridiculous in a great way.
And I think someone also said this, and I unfortunately agree. It's like SA as it relates to adolescence.
Yeah.
Because the way that these despicable people prey on children, it's the whole power dynamic that is in place with someone that is in control at all times.
Even the fact that he's like, I still like her though. Like that's like a victim, that's like, well, even though all this, he literally said, even though she did all this stuff, still like her. That's why for people to go back to like what people who don't like certain like Denji's decisions or whatever, or they can't act like they can't comprehend that he is somebody that's literally been gaslit and groomed and manipulated. It's like, what, do we have to spoon feed these people that are like, oh, why is he always like this? Yes. You knew that since episode 1 that he was always like the first interaction, or not the first time that they met, but the first like intimate interaction that they had. You've seen it there. You should have known it was going to be like that the whole time. But and we both actually do know of 1 and part 2. And that one is probably like that's literally on the nose. That is S.A. Fujimoto said,
it ain't right. Yeah, I'm gonna double
no more
down.
Allegories, no more metaphors.
On the nose. Right here, right now, Berthold.
My last thing, the only thing I can think of is like, I don't know, can the souls, I don't know, the dead right here, can they give a contract to Denji to revive him? I don't know. I'm just thinking of like where he's at right now. He's on the ground. There's dead bodies in the ground.
Well,
I can't think of nothing else, man.
I do have one thought. What if he makes a contract with the Death Devil? And that's how we lead into part 2. Makima thinks she's killed Denji when, surprise, bitch, I'm alive.
One thing I like about that a lot too is like that's what Makima's been doing the entire series, doing things behind the scenes, her trump cards, underhand tactics, all that. And then Denji's like, all right, well, I'm gonna do the most ultimate one that you like. Death. That's the most like.
I'm gonna
that's the
team
biggest
up
trump
with the
card.
person you're trying to take out.
Yep.
And especially in a graveyard, like you're telling me that Death won't be around. I feel like Death's around.
Oh man.
The cost Sherm is that Denji will have to kill Makima. Like, soul for a soul. He's gonna have to pick a side.
That you pointed out in the other chapter, literally.
Bar for bar, limb for limb.
Literally. That's literally what happened in this chapter. But go ahead, man.
Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, so chapter 96. We only got one more after this, I think. I don't think this is the final one. But this is not the right music. This is. Make sure you like the stream for us if you enjoy our content. Do a reaction channel. We're going to talk a little bit more about the future of this series on the channel once we get done with the last chapter. I'm going to have to remember what that is once we get to it. But chapter 96, this kind of trash. All right, she pickpockets a cigarette, lights a smoke, cough. I've beaten you twice, Chainsaw Man. You belong to me now. We'll be together forever. Let's eat a lot together, sleep together, and have a happy life together. Is this Kishibe? Huh? Oh, Denji! With a chainsaw? Why does that kind of look like Power's horns? Oh my god, this is so big brain. Was this the reflection of Makima that we see on the Viz series? What the fuck do they call that? I'm so flustered right now. The thing behind the series, like the picture. Wallpaper? Oh my god, I'm looking at it now. That is brilliant. I pointed that out to Denji not to Denji. I think I'm MC coded. I pointed this out to Avante. I sent him that picture. I was like, oh, did you recognize like Makima is looking at Denji in that reflection? This is crazy. How is this gonna work? Slash? She gets cut up? What? You finally let your guard down. I'll be taking Pochita back now, thanks. How did he do this? Did Pochita make a contract with Kishibe? Man, talk about a close one. I wound up using every last drop of blood Power gave me. Did he create a clone? How are you... That Denji you were fighting the whole time. That was a Pochita I tore off of my heart. I vaguely remembered being able to fight like that. So yeah. Your wound is healing slow, right? That's because I made that chainsaw from Power's blood. I thought that chainsaw looked like her. I'm making it run amok inside you. This is hardly enough to... Yeah, I don't expect a cheap trick like this to kill you. Oh, Master's here to pick us up. Great timing. Sorry about this, Miss Makima. We're just like... moving on? Cripes, my back is killing me. You ready then? Yeah. Whew, my beat. You're only just getting started, you know? You'll be handling everything personally from this point on. Innocent people are losing their lives even as we speak. So I'd prefer if you moved it along quick as you can. Then again, you can't exactly rush bodily functions. Yeah, I'm gonna go at my own pace. To be clear, I don't believe you can kill Makima with the method you're about to try. Be prepared for the possibility that you'll fail and die. So this is a flashback. Hey, I'm the one who came up with the idea in the first place, remember? I've been prepared. I'll be back if you're still alive. Creak! And I know what you are, Fujimoto. This is the Here's Johnny. I think. Or there's another horror film that like has someone looking through a slit in a doorway. Don't you die, Denji. Out of all the devil hunters I've met up to now, you're the one most suited for the job. What's that about? Sigh. Hungry. You know, Miss Makima, even after everything I've been through, I still love you from the bottom of my heart. But, chop, 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 chop. But the people who died aren't gonna forgive all the stuff you did. That's why, like, I'll bear your sins with you. I was like, but how do I do that? Do I strap on a bomb and blow us up together? But from what I'm told, physical attacks won't work. Oh, so attacks won't work. Then it hit me like, Eureka, I'm a genius. All I gotta do is become one with you. Bon appetit. Is this whole analogy, I'm on page 17 on the single page read through. Is he like chomping on Makima's body right now? I'll start with the miso soup. Yeah, I think this is what he's setting up here. Oh, I can dig it. Slurp. Next, ginger fried meat and onions. Gulp. That's pretty good. So this is how you taste Miss Makima. He sauteed her ass. This was not a flashback. This is present day. Good point, Vince, about Pochita clone not really talking. She's cooked. I know exactly what emoji I'm gonna send Denji. Why do I keep doing this? Vante is not Denji. I don't want my friend to be traumatized like that. The fork emoji is good too, but I think the cook is what I'm gonna go with. Vo Milk, welcome. Alright, let me go ahead and send Vante the chef emoji. Crazy. And you know what? I'm going to share with you all another thought that I had just a moment ago, but just in case Vante's in like the limbo purgatory zone and he hears any of this, I'm gonna wait until he's done reacting. Yeah, Fujimoto cooked with this. My God. And I don't even feel like changing the music. Like, Vontae's just going to experience this when he gets in. Truly, this is Denji's world and we're just living in it.
Fujimoto cooked or something? That emoji cooked? Chef Fuji cooked. Okay. All right, chapter 96. Sure, Twitchy probably said this, but like the stream, subscribe to your boys if you are new. If you're watching this live or watching the VOD, make sure you do that. Those two things. All right. Chapter 96, the penultimate chapter for the end of part uno. This kind of taste. What does that mean? This kind of taste. Is Denji about to start eating? You know, like start devouring or something? Cigarette, or is it mocking with the taste of the damn cigarette or something? Maybe it's that. I don't know. So she's smoking. I've beaten you twice, Chainsaw Man. You belong to me now. We'll be together forever. Yep. Let's eat a lot together, sleep together, and and have a happy life together. Huh? Who that? Kishibe? Whoa, Denji. The fuck did he do? It was he had a fake heart in his body. Is that what? I was about to say, Pochita does look a bit fake-like, kind of on the page 2. Was it a fake heart that he? I don't know. That he put in his body. Ah, what? You finally let your guard down. I'll be taking Pochita back now. Thanks. Oh, it was actually. What? And then how? What happened? Please tell me, Denji. Tell me. Man, talk about a close one. I wound up using every last drop of the blood power gave me. How are you? To see Makima like this is great. I love this. Hell yeah. That, Denji, you were fighting the whole time. That was a Pochita I tore off of my heart. I vaguely remember being able to fight like that. So yeah, that's interesting. That's actually really cool that he basically learned from when Pochita, when he fought, to basically do the same thing or something similar with the heart. I didn't even think that was gonna come back up again, but it's like Andy and Victor all over again with Undead. Every time we seen Andy starting to do certain things that Victor was doing, it was like, yep, there we go. Good that he was learning. Huh. Yeah, you got slash. Like, God, that's deep. Like, you see the ink on that page right there? That blood is dark. That blood is there. It's apparent. Your wound is healing slow, right? That's because I made that chainsaw from Power's blood. I'm making it run amok inside you. This is hardly enough to... Yeah, I don't expect a cheap trick like this to kill you. Oh, Master's here to pick us up. Great timing. Sorry about this, Miss Makima. Okay, what's going on here? So we're seeing different people in the city. You got people on the train, subway, people around their house, kids coming from school, going to school, something. People working. Christ, my back is killing me. You ready then? Yeah. Ooh, am I beat? You're only just getting started, you know. You'll be handling everything personally from this point on. Innocent people are losing their lives even as we speak. So I'd prefer if you moved it along quick as you can. But then again, you can't exactly rush bodily functions. Yeah, I'm going to go at my own pace. To be clear, I don't believe you can kill Makima with the method you're about to try. Be prepared for the possibility that you will fail and die. And that's interesting because I was like, I know Kishibe has to know that he left, you know. He's not just gonna let him leave like that. So now seeing this and then going back to the present and then with him getting picked up by him right now, oh yeah, this is gonna be nice. Hey, I'm the one who came up with the idea in the first place, remember? I've been prepared. I'll be back if you're still alive. Don't you die, Denji. Out of all the devil hunters I met up till now, you're the one most suited for the job. What's that about? Sigh. Hungry. You know, Miss Makima, even after everything I've been through, I still love you from the bottom of my heart. But the people who died aren't going to forgive all the stuff you did. That's why, like, I'll bear your sins with you. I had a feeling he's going to twist everything into this, where it's like, you know, what you've done to other people is unforgivable. So with that and me being your instrument to that, because you used me to kill these people and, you know, terrify these people, all this stuff, that, you know, that's something I have to, it's my sin or something I have to atone for, essentially. I was like, but how do I do that? Do I strap on a bomb and blow us up together? But from what I'm told, physical attacks won't work. Oh, so attacks won't work. Then it hit me like Eureka. I'm a genius. All I gotta do is become one with you. Bon appetit. I'll start with the miso soup. Oh, I can dig in. Next, gingered. Wow. Let me slow down for a second. Let's just taking this all in. Just gradual growth from Denji's character. Being told when to eat, not to eat. Now he has the freedom to do everything. Make his food, eat his food. Yeah, this is dope. Next, gingered fried meat and onions. That's pretty good. So this is how you taste, Miss Makima. Is that her apartment? Is this like a dream thing all over again? Kind of like with Aki, with the gun fiend, Aki's dream, and how it's kind of, or is this even a metaphor to him literally feasting on her, eating her? What's up?
He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
He's eating her?
Page 15. He doesn't know.
Are you referring to the boxes? I don't know what.
This is literal. He is literally eating her. He chopped her up into pieces. He is eating her for dinner.
I thought you were referring to something else.
No. This is literally him eating her.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like literally, he ate her instead of it just being like I was thinking he's devouring her, but not literally in the kitchen making her.
No,
putting her in the
literally, he is sautéing her.
Oh, okay, that's actually hilarious. I think Fujimoto did that on purpose. He knew people are going to have different interpretations until they realize, like me thinking, oh, this is just like an allegory or like a metaphor to it. Somebody else, is he having like a last meal before he goes out and kill her? Is this just a dream? Oh, he prepped her.
All right, guys, so I will share the theory that I had when Denji said this is a plan that I will think of. When Kishibe said, like, you can't rush bodily functions, he's talking about the consumption and digestion of Makima. I think that she will continuously grow back, like, the whole cut a potato in half, put it in soil, a full potato will grow. I think there could be a panel with, like, her head just in his fridge. And he's, like, continuously chopping off pieces, like Levi to Zeke. And he's just eating her for the rest of his life.
Fujimoto, yeah, this is peak Fujimoto. Like, this is as Fujimoto as it gets. I can't say he can't. I can't.
Weaponized cannibalism? My God.
That's Fujimoto for you. That's like the most you can. That's like the most Fujimoto.
Weaponized cannibalism is something I never thought I'd see in my life. Nah. Y'all are tripping. That's not what I was thinking at all. God.
So let me guess, we're going to see her come back again to be regenerating because Denji's not going to be here for a while. Somebody's going to have him trapped somewhere or distracted, and then she's going to come back in the end game of part 2. I'm back. No.
He'll get indigestion or like, I don't know.
Wow.
He'll be sick one day. And then Makima's being thrown up.
That is... Like, when you talk about layers... Fujimoto, like, this is layered. Because even when I was saying about, like, being told when and when not to eat, when she was, like, feeding him, all that kind of stuff, he gets to enjoy his food on his own, cook it on his own, eat it on his own. And the funny thing is the person who is controlling him and telling him when to, when not to, is the one that he's eating. It's like, that, wow.
And then I think about the whole she wants to be eaten by Pochita motif. She gets end up eaten by Denji, who she discarded and like absolutely insane.
At comeuppance.
Portia,
there we
welcome.
Go. Hey, the homie, the OG. What? Infinite food glitch. I mean, yeah, he would never be hungry, you know. You know, he loves Makima too, so he appreciates the meal. It's like when you you know, when you go hunting, you appreciate the meal. You go out, you hunt for yourself.
You put the blood on your forehead or whatever kind of barbaric thing that you guys are doing. I want you to go back to page 4 because there is something else we have to talk about with this chapter.
4. The heart thing, him taking a piece of the heart off and then like, because I thought it was a fake heart. It's at page 4, right?
Yeah.
The Denji. Yeah. Talking about Denji with the chainsaw, right?
Yep.
Yeah. What about it? That's what I was.
2 things. Remember a couple weeks ago when I sent you that cover for Chainsaw Man on Shonen Jump's website?
Oh,
that's the same framing.
The reflection. Ah.
And take a look at the hilt. I called that was power with the horns.
Oh, I see. Oh, wow.
I noticed that immediately. I was like, oh my God, what's happening?
That's true comeuppance. Both of your dogs, basically. Because she gave them the blood. Once again, this season is going to be ridiculous. Almost like from the final stretch of the season to end part 1, all those episodes are going to feel like finales. Climactic, like from the Gun Devil, from that all the way through, you know, Gun Devil Fiend, all the way through is ridiculous. That's interesting though. He really learned from Pochita. Hey, he's just like Andy, man. Andy and Victor. Like,
just like me for real.
You know what? Let me do this.
So, you know that panel where like Denji's crying at the TV screen? That is a very popularized meme. Like, he just like me for real.
And then Kishibe like, yo, hopefully this worked for you, kid. I'll be back. Came back. Hey, you did the damn thing. I also like the Kishibe. It's like, it's really just any means necessary. Like, whatever we can do, we got to do it. Like, he's like, I'm literally, when I was joking earlier saying that he had no more plans, he dead ass had nothing else.
I mean, what are you supposed to do? This takes a deranged, I'm going to say person in quotation marks. This takes a deranged
Talk about a
person's...
screw loose.
Yeah, so he is the perfect devil hunter.
I know a lot of people keep saying Pochita the GOAT, but Denji's a GOAT too. Just saying. Just saying.
There's a lot of goats.
Somebody who's new to this world, he's a rookie. There's no special family lineage or nothing like that. That's like, oh, he's the destined one. No, he's just a regular kid. They end up getting groomed and manipulated.
But
now
he is taking on the weight of the world because if he fails, as Kishibe said, it is the end of days.
Mm-hmm. Just put respect on Denji, man. He's not a GOAT. He's a human. No, I mean,
yeah, bro, I can't with you guys, man. You guys are on the literal train.
No. Like, seriously, all I see is a GOAT. I don't really see human Denji no more. Everything that I was seeing, yes, that's all I was seeing. I didn't see when I seen the him getting up, I was like, is that a goat head on a devil hunter attire?
It's Bahamut. It's Bahamut. Oh my god.
You fucking get Makima. You bitch. You bitch.
To be eaten by Denji when she revealed that she had been in control of Denji's life from the beginning, and then she just sat down and ate a normal breakfast. He's sitting down, eating Makima, just having a normal dinner.
Honestly, I would not be surprised if Makima, she comes back into the story and she's like, actually, I do love you, Denji. Now she likes him because he did that. Like, him doing that is like, oh my god. I never would have thought you would do something like this. Absolutely.
Vince, quick point. We know Portia very closely. You don't need to ban her. We will obviously look at her comments with glazed eyes. She knows. It's okay. She knows. We've told her. She does it anyway. It's the circle of life.
This is my power.
Oh my god, I've had this music on for like 30 minutes.
I mean,
that intense.
Now we got one more.
One more for all the marbles.
I'm surprised I dead ass don't get spoiled from this series. Like the chapter of her having holding him, getting a heart, and then this him eating her. Like, I'm glad nobody's ever spoiled me or anything.
I mean, I've gotten a few spoilers, but a lot of it has been out of context.
Mine all been out of context. Besides, no, all of them were out of context. Yeah, I think all for the most part.
Portia, this because you don't read.
You don't read. That's literally a thing too, guys.
Oh goodness.
Let me see. Something else. No. At first, he had a fake heart in them.
A quick clarification, because I did see Vince post the clarification. Denji is not doing this with ill intent. He truly believes, because he loves Makima, that he is shouldering her sin by eating her. So, because this is not considered an attack, that's why she's not regenerating, and that's why she will actually die. So, I appreciate the
that's her stupid ass fault
clarification, too. But it's just like
everything,
you dummy.
It's your fault.
It's the Voldemort. You made him. You made Harry Potter. You made Harry Denji.
It's like you did this. I mean, granted, obviously, I know you have control over everything. I know you underestimate him, but that's the problem, and that was also the problem that we have in this series because we underestimated Fujimoto as well. Season 1.
But I also think he set us up. Let's be honest. He knew what he was doing.
I think he was just casually starting out, just giving you the craziness of the world so you can learn the world, and then
He
you
hadn't
get into the
warmed
real
up yet.
stuff.
He still needed to do his stretches.
Yeah. I do kind of feel like, though, this is just me, from the story now that we're at the end of part 1, or this next chapter, I feel like he probably had a lot of other ideas and other routes he wanted to go through with other characters, but he was like, you know what? I'm going to focus on making Makima the best I can possibly make, especially in this generation. I feel like there could have been other things he could have done, like that were similar to like the Reize arc, but then we jumped from that, and then we jumped to like another arc where Denji's a target, and then after that, it led into like essentially this, right? So
I loved how logical this all played out. This was the necessary conclusion when you have a control freak like Makima and you have a loose cannon like Denji put together in the same sandbox arena. This is, it's so clever the way that he wrote the conclusion to this. And this is with me not even knowing how the next chapter plays out. But part 1, I'm going to be honest, he's been on like an 80 chapter streak.
80?
That's a little overzealous. Maybe like a 45, 47 chapter streak.
Honestly, I remember like 30 chapters ago, it was like, how is he doing this in chapter 50 something? What? How did he do this? Already, like, we just got into it. Damn near. Makima smoking. That was also kind of interesting too. Just like, yeah, I did it. I did it. I did it.
I did it. Adrian, I did it.
Yeah, Darkness Devil Tear. Yeah, it all started from there. That's why I was like, we jumped from that, from Reize arc to that. Like, God,
technically,
damn.
that's when it turned up to 11. But honestly, Reize arc was like 10 out of 10 for me. Welcome to Magic.
The resolution, I didn't see it going down that way. That kind of caught me off guard.
Okay.
But obviously it made sense because even Denji at that level, he was starting to realize, like, you know what? I like that Denji was always able to. It's like he was always aware that Makima, something doesn't seem right. This doesn't really make sense. Like, but he's like, all right, fuck it. I'm still gonna be her dog. But at least he did question things. And now he has this instilled, like, he has been groomed. The whole shouldering the burden thing, like the sin atoning with her. Like, I like that Fujimoto didn't try to take that out, because a lot of times, this is my last thing to say before you get into the next one, but a lot of times characters, once they go through trauma, they kind of eventually, when whoever helps them or they help themselves get out of that trauma, it kind of like is now behind them. It might be brought up in the future here and there, but you kind of forget about it. Now they're on to a new thing, and going back on their path. They're back on the path to their goal because they got knocked off of it. But Denji, he's gonna live with this for the rest of his life, even if he's doing
he
well.
Has to.
He is still scarred by it. He's scarred by it. He's
like, you see Kishibe with the outward appearance of a scar. This is a scar on Denji's mental that he will have to rationalize and accept the rest of his life.
We see you, Vince. Hey, we got one more. So, that being said, man, take it away.
Sorry, Vince. All right, let's get into it. Quickly, before our good friend dies. All right, chapter 97. Oh my god, Fujimoto, you are savage. Patties, fried cutlet, offal miso stew, nuggets, meat-only curry, meatballs, sushi, steak, sashimi, hot pot, meat buns, mystery meat hot pot, extreme juice. I love chainsaw. Oh my god, and I didn't even talk about it, but the only panel that doesn't have any food associated with it, like, that could be Makima's hair that was taken off. Wild. Oh my, aw, he's the dog walker. Yeah. He's showing his belly. His belly. Wanchan. I ate it all. And there's Meowie on Kishibe's shoulder. I think. Miss Makima didn't revive from my stomach or from the crapper either. Seems she didn't. Attacks don't work against Makima. How were you able to kill someone untouchable? I'm not out to hurt Miss Makima after all. Those are my honest feelings. I ate her to become one with her. That's not an attack. It's love. L-O-V-E. Your plan probably happened to work by chance, either due to specific terms of the contract or as a matter of perception, but I'm more interested in the explanation for something else. How is it you were able to get the drop on Makima with that attack? Given what she's capable of, wouldn't she notice you right away? I had this hunch, based on all the conversations we had, the intel on enemies, and all that. The thing about Miss Makima is, she perceives us via scent. She doesn't usually remember individual faces. Is she actually blind? She doesn't actually remember individual faces. She only remembers the scents of people she has an interest in. What? So I made a gamble. I bet that the whole time Miss Makima had only been looking at Chainsaw Man, not me. That she never saw me, even once from the start. There is something tragic about those two panels. Unrequited love. Hey, short stuff. We're having a top secret conversation here. Beat it. Ow, huh? I know this bite. Miss Makima. That kid was discovered in China. I nicked her. She isn't Makima anymore. She's the control devil. What? What? Doggy. Makima is dead. The new control devil shouldn't have her memories or anything else. That said, if we leave her with the government and let them raise her, odds are she'll turn out like Makima again. Seriously? I don't want to eat any more meat for a long while. Yep, that's why I'm gonna entrust her to you. Say again? I'm about to get busy. Figured leaving her in your care would be the best course of action. Doggy! No can do. There's just no way. Duh? She's riding it. Little girl, what's your name? Nayata. Gah. Nayata. There anything you want to eat other than meat? Sliced bread. Pretty inexpensive devil to keep, aren't you? Yay, yay. He's sleeping with the dog, but it's like Pochita and his former life. Pochita. Denji, my dream was to have someone hug me. Sounds easy, right? Except I'm too strong. So it was actually real hard. But you made my dream come true. Denji, I want you to grant the Control Devil's dream too. The Control Devil, she always wanted to form equal relationships with others. She could only form relationships through the power of fear, so she always longed for something like a family. That's the kind of world she wanted to create, even if she went about it the wrong way. So, you create that world for her, okay? Pochita, how do I give her lots of hugs? This is breaking my goddamn heart. Chainsaw Man beat another devil? Do you think Chainsaw Man is human? Killing devils is supposedly his hobby, you know? They say he only saves girls. Hey, have you heard? Rumor has it Chainsaw Man is a high schooler now. End of part 1 public safety arc. I love each and every part of this part of Chainsaw Man. A bit of a bumpy start, let's just be honest. But really, this is what I would argue as a perfect ending of the part. Now, if you didn't like this, that is a-okay. But for me, this fully aligns with the nature of the story that Fujimoto was trying to write, the themes, the characterization of Denji especially. He just checks all of the boxes. And even with the way that Denji was able to use a loophole of the contracts to defeat Makima, the Control Devil, it just reincarnated into another being. This is incredible. 420, blaze it, Vince! I don't know. All the arcs are good, Celix, so I don't even know if I could rank them if I had to. Oh, I think she did say that, Vince. He smells interesting. She also said, remember the bite? This is how another human being feels. Ghost Tab, welcome, an incredible scene, or incredible comment about the scene. I feel like I've heard the name Nayata before. That's where I might know her from, Andy. So I think I have seen a cover of maybe some of his short story compilations. I think I've seen someone that looks like Nayata before. Yeah, we'll think about the one shot. We did react to Look Back on the channel, so take a look at that if you enjoy our Fujimoto reactions. I had read Look Back before, so I was able to tell Vante a few of my interpretations or takeaways from that series. Wow, I truthfully have no idea what sort of emoji I should send Vante. This was a master class in writing, though. Now, I can understand why some people might be upset with the way that Makima went out. For me, it's like, it's poetic justice. Like, she didn't deserve a impactful end. She got removed so unceremoniously that it was the best jab that you could do to her because of the personalized pain that she had given everyone. Hug emoji? Okay. What a ride. I'm sweating. What a ride. I mean, Makima was something else, Portia. I don't think I've ever seen a character like that. And it might be a long time before I see a similar character like that. Hug your homies. And then Double BB, what she told Denji in terms of your future happiness, wife and a child, I'm going to take that away from you. You kind of did the opposite now, didn't you? Crazy. Meanwhile, Kishibe's just drinking on a park bench. Masterpiece.
Yo. Yo ho ho. Yo ho ho.
Just peak.
Peak. All right, chapter 97. It's interesting that part 1 stops at 97 when this is supposed to be like in the year of 1997, or at least, yeah, pretty much. That food looked good, but I just got to remember, I take it back. Patties, fried cutlet, miso stew, nuggets, meat only curry, meatballs, extreme juice, mystery meat, hot pot meat. Ugh. I love chainsaw. It's a chapter title. All right. Yeah, we might be saying this too. We love chainsaw. Oh, let's see dogs and a cat. Is that meow? No, it's not meow. Is it? No. Is it? No, meowie. I don't know. Look like a different cat though. But the dog motif, yeah, he's showing his belly. Doggies. I wonder if they also like they sense Makima in them, so like they're, I don't know, that would be interesting too. If they gravitate towards them like that. I ate it all. Miss Makima didn't revive from my stomach or from the crapper either. Seems she didn't. Attacks won't work against Makima. How are you able to kill someone untouchable? I'm not out to hurt Miss Makima at all. Those are my honest feelings. I ate her to become one with her. That's not an attack. It's love. Love. Your plan probably happened to work by chance, either due to the specific terms of the contract or as a matter of perception. But I'm more interested in the explanation for something else. How is it you were able to get the drop on Makima with that attack? Given what she's capable of, wouldn't she notice you right away? I had this hunch based on all the conversations we've had, the intel on enemies and all that. The thing about Miss Makima is she perceives us via scent. She doesn't actually remember individuals' faces. She only remembers the sense of people she has an interest in. Very much dog motif. So I made a gamble. I bet that the whole time Miss Makima had only been looking at Chainsaw Man, not me. That she never saw me even once from the start. Hey, short stuff. We're having a top secret conversation here. Beat it. Ow. Spiting his finger. Ow, huh? I know this bite. Miss Makima? That kid was discovered in China. I nicked her. She isn't Makima anymore. She's the control devil. Wow. Doggy. Makima, look at his face. You're like, what the? Makima is dead. The new control devil shouldn't have her memories or anything else. That said, if we leave her with the government and let them raise her, odds are she'll turn out like Makima again. Seriously? I don't want to eat any more meat for a long while. Yep, that's why I'm going to entrust her to you. Wow. Say again? I'm about to get busy. Figured leaving her in your care would be the best course of action. He's like, what the hell? Doggy, no can do. There's just no way. Duh, this is ridiculous. Like in the best way possible. This is crazy, Fujimoto. Little girl, what's your name? Nayuta. Yeah, Nayuta. There's there anything you want to eat other than meat? Iran, bars, sliced bread. Pretty inexpensive devil to keep, aren't you? It is. She does a peace sign. Wow, this is crazy. Like this is. I was just talking about the dynamic between Denji and Makima, and obviously with Pochita in the mix. Now it got even crazier. Like, how did we get even like Fujimoto? For some reason, he's able to one up himself. Every time I think he's reached a climax or a peak, the apex rather, plateaus. Nope, goes beyond that. Plus ultra mode. So they're walking the dogs, eating, sleeping, normal stuff. Okay. Pochita thinking back to when he first, or thinking, well, child version. Denji, my dream was to have someone hug me. Aww. Sounds easy, right? Except I'm too strong, so it was actually really hard. Well, I mean, that makes perfect sense. But you made my dream come true. Denji, I want you to grant the Control Devil's dream too. Oh. The Control Devil, she always wanted to form equal relationships with others. She could only form relationships through the power of fear, so she always longed for something like a family. It sounds like this is more of a, I mean, obviously, it's more of a devil problem. And what I mean by a devil problem is that, like, even with Pochita, obviously, he did not want to keep doing the stuff that he had been doing in hell, right? So, like, it's in their nature to be what they are, and then they're feared for what they do and whatnot. But ultimately, they always were longing for something that they obviously couldn't do because of what they were nature-wise. So I find it interesting that now Makima falls under that umbrella too, just like Pochita and Denji. Honestly, that's the kind of world she wanted to create, even if she went about it the wrong way. So you create that world for her, okay? Pochita, how do I give her lots of hugs? Literally giving her a hug right there. Chainsaw Man beat another devil? Killing devils is supposedly his hobby, you know. Do you think Chainsaw Man is human? They say he only saves girls. Hey, have you heard? Rumor has it Chainsaw Man is a high schooler now. There goes the school stuff, which, you know, we said that it seemed like he is in school in part 2. End of part 1, public safety arc. The end. And he has his own thing. He over here saving girls and whatnot, doing his own thing. He came a long way. The freedom, the liberty that Denji has, like going from what we've seen early on in season 1 throughout the series to this point, for an MC, you know, when MCs, when they're like resolving something or when they find a resolution to some kind of conflict, you always want to just see from the character when they're introduced to the end game of the series, how will they do that? Denji did that all on his own, essentially. I mean, obviously, he had help, you know, power with the blood, Pochita, obviously, Kishibe, like people, Kobani, even, with that conversation. But as an MC, he put it all together. This is a great ending right here.
I said that too. I thought this checked so many boxes. The world, the rules, the characterization of Denji. Full circle with Makima. She had an unimpressive ending, but honestly, that was the sweetest revenge we could get against her because of the personalized pain she gave us.
She completely lost.
She was erased.
She lost everything
in a different way than she wanted to be erased.
Yep. And what Pochita saying, like, you know, she went about it that way and it was the wrong way. She wanted somebody equal. It reminds me, I'm gonna say it again. We talk about this on and off camera, a lot of times off camera, but when it comes to Bleach with Kubo, like Aizen, for not to spoil anybody, I'll leave it vague, but Aizen and Ichigo has a certain dynamic where when the end of something, I'll just say of that arc, Ichigo and Urahara was talking about he and it was kind of like the same thing, like having somebody that is your counterpart or somebody that's at your level or whatever that means.
Vince, good night.
Good night, Vince. Once again, Tuesdays, Chainsaw. But stay tuned for the Discord and post too.
Yep.
Good
sorry,
night.
I cut you off. But yeah, like everything about the way that part 1 ended, I literally have no complaints. Pretty much from Reize arc until now.
Yeah.
like not a single thing.
Even if you want to get nitpicky, it's like, is it really a point? If you were to want to even, it's like, no. Like, sure, like I even said it maybe the last chapter or another one ago when we were talking. Sure, hypothetically, would I've wanted to see like more arcs in between, like from between.
Sure.
Yeah, but the narrative itself, I mean, showed why things were the way that, like, everything that the way Fujimoto writes is realistic. Other manga, they kind of drag things out or pad things a certain way so that you can learn more, explore the world a little bit more, different lenses, perspectives, and whatnot. But here, I mean, a lot of these new gens have been, when they let them cook, they have been very, like, the pacing has been very fast paced, but it's great and it makes sense for the world that they're in. Why did Kishibe give that child to him? For real, man. Why? Kishibe said, I'm done, man. You did it. You you did it. Wow.
But it also seals off any possibility of Makima coming back into the story. So that is a closed book now. I actually love that.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see her and see like how she would interact with Denji now that she has to put some respect on Denji's name. But I equally like this development. Now, a couple of loose ends that we do not know about. The one glaring one for me is Makima's friend upstate.
Yeah. There's
Who
that.
is that? Is that friend gonna be like, where's Makima? She hasn't called. She hasn't texted. And that's when this other horseman of the apocalypse, or maybe it's not even a horseman. Maybe it's, I don't know. Like with Makima dying here, did all these people get freed like Dandadan when they exorcised the hermit crab? Or just the crab?
Also, Nayuta, she's probably going to end up being the target.
Of course.
If they find out that, her scent or something.
Just like Denji. Just like Denji.
Yep. Kishibe, man, you survived. You did it.
For now. He said, I'm going to be very busy, so he's not even retiring. He's still with it.
Oh. We're here. We got, 4 characters that we know that are alive.
That is a small bingo card.
So one of the characters, the one that I said I got spoiled on was Yoshida. And
okay.
Remember that panel
is that the meme?
Yes, that's him.
Okay.
Cause I looked at him,
Hilarious.
I was like, wait, cause I seen the meme, I was like, wait, that's him.
Okay.
That's him.
I didn't know that was him, but I don't know. That's been a very memed on panel. Guys, if you know, you know. But yeah, let's do some quick bookkeeping here. So we do have a Discord. I'm going to share it in the chat in just a moment. There is a specific reason why I'm doing that, and I'll just kind of take it from here since it was my idea, but Vante is in agreement. We are going to take a quick 2 to 3 week hiatus from Chainsaw Man. We need to catch up on some other series on the channel, and it's just been pushed back. This is a good stopping point for the interim. So we will be back in 2 to 3 weeks with some more Chainsaw Part 2.
Yes, sir.
But the reason why I said that is because we will still be talking about part 1 in our Discord. So feel free to join that and conversate with us if you'd like.
Yes, sure. Stay
IQ
tuned,
is
my
one
boy.
of them. Gachi Yakuda is another. We got My Hero Vigilantes. I got Squid Game to do.
Fire Force.
Yeah. There's a lot of other content.
Backlog.
Backlog.
The already dead Devil Hunters. Those are the Devil Hunters that's been dead. So it's in the backlog. But I like Denji. What a damn good MC. I love when MCs can finally take control of everything around them. And for this to be in part 1, it makes it even more interesting because it's like, okay, so then where does he go from here on out? What are the next obstacles that he will face? I feel like he will be able to, because he did this, I feel like I have confidence that Denji will be able to stay in control. But then again, from little things I've seen out of context, I mean, I want to know how, like, because it seems like some of these things will keep on being reoccurring for Denji in the future.
Sure.
I just want to know how. It has to be from like the other horsemen or something, because like 4 horsemen. Because if he's doing this with Makima, like, who else is gonna be dangerous enough to make Denji regress in whatever way, mentally, physically, anything?
But I will say this was the perfect way for Denji to defeat a horseman, even at whatever level he was, because the only reason it worked is because of the relationship between him and Makima, or the lack of the relationship between the two of them.
I know I say
One
this all the
horseman
time.
for part 2.
You can end the story right here and not pick it up ever again. But that was the end. I mean, like, sure, why not?
Sherm wants to know which horseman for part 2.
So death, hunger, war.
For me, I think death.
I'm going to say war only because of what happened. There was a war that happened, and I feel like
Okay.
I'm still just going to go with that. Yeah, I'm still going to go with that one. I feel like death would probably be the last one.
Interesting. I thought death would be somewhat of a reset of the world to where we would get back on track, and then we have to deal with the upcoming war where there is no death. I feel like that's great. Like, how do you fight a war where no one dies? So that's where I was kind of going with that.
I just think that Denji, right now he's strong, but he isn't as strong as he was when Pochita was Black Chain. Or at least I don't think so, because of fear, right? He doesn't have the same level of fear anymore. So I think I'm gonna go with war because violence, and then if he becomes feared again, damn, that's gonna suck. It's like he's gonna need to be stronger, but at the same time, it's gonna suck because we don't want to see Denji back into like the worst of the worst. What he's doing right here is
emotional
perfect
situation.
Yeah,
he just needs to be strong enough to defeat whatever enemy is in front of him, and if not, use Talk no Jutsu.
My boy in high school now, though. That's what's up. Came a long way.
What do you think happened to the weapon devils or the weapon humans? Do you think they're still alive?
I'm chalking everything to Kishibe. He's dealing with all of that. Okay. That's why I think he's busy.
Fair enough.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Kishibe, he's gonna start doing, like, especially now. I feel like he's probably had some. He's probably been inspired by Denji. Him coming up with that plan, because like he had nothing else in his bag for Makima, and he even in this chapter he's like, well, like, you really did it. Like, it's like he's still in disbelief almost that like, he actually did it. So I think right now Kishibe, I don't know if he's gonna start making more contract. He's gonna do something to make sure like nothing like this happens again. He's gonna try his hardest to, at least right now, because we don't even know when. Like, it could be immediately in part 2. We just get some of the other horsemen or something, or another big threat. Then you got to deal with that, and then you still got the gun devil stuff. I don't know. I think we're gonna circle back to that if he,
True,
did transfer or if he died and came back.
what I love about where Kishibe's character is positioned at the moment is he has more knowledge about the world than nearly anyone else. Because Makima and him had that conversation and he lived to tell the tale. I don't think she would have told him that if she thought there was a chance she would die and he would live. It was definitely arrogant. So he now has an ace up his sleeve of how the world works. So he can start making these moves with the public safety division for the actual benefit of humanity, as opposed to what Makima claims that she was doing.
And if it has to come with sacrifice, he'll do it because he's already been beyond. His screws been loose. He lost some screws. They're gone.
One could argue there was already a running tax on the country of Japan with Makima. So if a few people die, it's maybe not as bad as Makima.
He's going to make visits to the higher ups. That's probably where we're going to see him next. He's going to look like Shanks with the Gorosei.
I want to talk to you about a certain devil hunter.
No. Wait a minute.
Oh, man.
Wow. Man, once again, this being animated, from the Reize movie, that's ridiculous. That's a lot of peak. It's too much.
I can just imagine the sound design for that final scene where Denji rises from the dead. It's gonna be insane.
That fight low key is
might be the best.
I think that's my favorite fight. Yeah. Because we know that map, but they're going to even extend it even more too. So,
I mean, on a technical level, yes, it is my favorite fight. I think there are situations or bouts that are better. I still feel like the Darkness Devil, there's something special about that interaction.
Yeah. I even still like the Reize one. It was...
That one's great too.
How it happened, and we know the movie's going to cook. Cinematic, perfect. It's going to cook. For a second, when she bit his hand, I thought that was Reize. I was like, is that Reize? I was like, Makima, what the hell? Damn.
I thought maybe it was Aki, because you can see the long hair, it's down.
Yeah.
I was like, was Aki
How is this going to go?
No.
Do you think... How do you think this is going to go in the Yuta? Do you think good things will end up happening in the end, or a lot of bad stuff is going to keep happening?
So someone said earlier that Makima, with some of her dialogue, if you go back in retrospect, she was likely groomed by public safety before she started making these contracts and moving up. So they were probably trying to use Makima as a child soldier for the country.
Like Reize.
They could do something very similar with Nayuta. Now, I hope that's not the case. She seems very innocent, the innocence of childhood. But her proximity to Denji, who her predecessor was, if you want to call him that.
I did find that interesting, so thank you for bringing that back up, because when Kishibe, when he was saying, if she's in the government hands, then, she'll probably end up being like Makima again.
Yep.
I was like, really? But, I mean, humanity, devils, we're all just doing the same shit. Controlling the narrative, manipulating, lying.
The movie Portia will cover the Reize arc, so up to the end of volume 7, I believe. You think so, Sherm? I thought she specifically said a friend upstate on the farm.
I thought she did too. I thought she said, I have a friend up there. like
on the farm or has a farm, something like that.
I mean, if not, I mean, I could believe it. I doubt she has real friends for real.
Well, I mean, it
She's
goes
probably have
into
people that
what
she's tied
Pochita
to.
was saying. She didn't ever have someone on equal level with her. And I love how this also relates to what Denji promised power in her devil form. Like, he had a younger sister, and now he will once more have a younger sister in the meantime.
Talk about a man with a burden, man. But Denji's not going to complain. That's one thing about Denji. He don't complain about nothing. Doesn't. He just, like, even at his
I'm a
worst,
dad? Okay.
he's just like, okay, where did I go wrong? Like, that's the thing about Denji. He is intelligent. He is a genius.
He's self-reflective. That's what I like about him.
Yep. And now, like I said, I agree with people when they say I can relate to Denji. Not obviously from experience, but like being a guy thrown into a world like this, where it's like it makes sense for him being approached by Makima, and if Makima did the same thing to any of us at his age, the same
If
shit
we were in
probably would end up
Denji's
happening.
shoes, we
Similar.
would do the exact same thing. Or
Matter of fact, it
something
would
very
happen
similar.
because we know that she literally makes people like have affection. Like she makes people fall in love with her anyway. So we ought to be cooked. Like you seen her like them poses. Like look at her. Like we all be cooked.
Gonna feature that comment as well.
Yeah, she is the balance.
Perfectly balanced.
This is crazy.
Normally, when I don't have a lot to say, it's that I'm overwhelmed. But for this scenario, that's not the
fulfilled.
case. I'm completely fulfilled. This is everything that I wanted for like a part 1 ending. I cannot ask for
from
more,
the shonen formula.
truthfully.
I'm glad, Bug. I think we could probably end up enjoying it because I mean this is different. This whole series went against shonen tropes already. So for people who was blindsided by part 2, how you've seen it throughout this entire manga that this is not like the other manga. Like very early, we literally were picking up on certain things. We're like, oh, that wouldn't happen in another shonen.
Well, that's the beauty of it, Andy. It could have ended here, and I would have been completely okay with that. But the fact that we get more, it feels like a treat. It feels like in Pokemon Gold and Silver, where there's another region for me to go to after I just beat the game. I get to do this again? Yes.
I wonder how, like, we're gonna get some PTSD stuff from Denji. You're gonna look at her eyes and then like, oh my god, no, Makima. No.
I'm really hoping she doesn't start to talk to Denji once she starts to formulate words, like how Makima talked to him.
I have a question. Do you think, how would you feel if Fujimoto did bring back Makima specifically? How would you personally feel?
It's tricky. In what way? Because I do need some clarification.
I feel the same way as you. So basically, it's like all of us think like, okay, that was the right conclusion for her. Perfect. Yep. Let's do this new thing now. But the fact that she exists, which obviously we knew that it had to have happened. She had to have went to hell and died or something and it came back. But it's one of those things where Fujimoto, since he is as crazy as he is, and there's a lot of things that in this world that we still probably don't like. We don't even know. It's kind of like with Don, right? We always say like we don't even know what we know. What we don't know is like there's a lot of things out there that could potentially come up out of nowhere that we've never theorized. Fujimoto still has a lot of room for that as well here, but like I don't know. There's a possibility that he will try to do something with that But I just feel like this is the perfect conclusion. Don't dig up that grave.
I have one idea. It is the Makima Devil.
I joked about that before, and I mean, this time have no Yuta defeat her. Yeah, when she does come back and manifest herself or something. I've heard it.
Well, you know what would be really cool about that is if the Makima Devil is a fan of Denji, not Pochita.
Oh wow, huh? Things changed again. Or she ends up being Yuta's heart.
I'm so sorry, Pug. I didn't know there was a 2-year hiatus between part 1 and 2. Did you guys think like the manga was over? Because I mean, again, this is a great conclusion.
I think I remember like when I was seeing people talk about it. I remember people like, "Are we even getting a part 2? Or like, is it over here?" I think I do remember people saying something like that.
Did Fujimoto confirm that, guys, or did he just not say anything for 2 years? That's kind of crazy.
I want to say there were murmurings about it, but I don't think it was like immediate. I think they had to wait for a little bit. I think the manga break devil. I fear that. Break next week. I fear that. Like that should be a devil. Just the literally the letters, the kanji. That's it. It's like no body, no limbs. Just.
I'm finally able to send a couple of memes to you, Avante, or I might just post them on Discord. But there is honestly like a couple of them I'm thinking you will absolutely crack up at.
I didn't know that. So Fujimoto did Look Back and Goodbye Eri between that time. So he was still working.
Oh,
he was still cooking.
He was still cooking.
That probably
I
gave
hear
him ideas
great things about Goodbye Eri. I have not read it, but I've heard great things about it.
Yeah, and then the fact that he started school, I was like, okay, well, we know he's going to come back, but like...
That's a good point, Sherm. It said the end of an arc. It did not say the end of a story.
Like, where do we go? Like, seriously, where the hell do we go? I think we're going to revisit Hell eventually. I think that's obviously one thing we will do. With the primal fears, probably like the other side of the door or something like that. No more devil hunting agents. Yeah, no, that's done. Now we're just freelancer, just doing our own thing. I mean, hey, Yoshida, he was kind of doing that.
And now devils are living hand in hand with humans. There's actual devil enslavement camps. We have to go save the devils.
Part 2 started just as the anime began airing too. Really? Really? I guess so.
Maybe that's why there hasn't really been a lot of extra seasons. Because, like, maybe they thought, hey, we better not go too quickly. Or it's like a One Piece situation. That is high praise, Andy, because I love Look Back with all my heart. No, sorry, Double BB. We are done reading chapters for the tonight.
Yeah. It's okay. We'll be back. Yoshida, he was in school, right? I think he did mention he was in school.
He did say he had exams, yes.
Don't tell me you were a high schooler too. Or is he in college?
I thought he was in college, but like the way that Kishibe was talking to him, almost like sonning him,
like a kid.
I was thinking like, yeah, he might be in high school.
Now that's I definitely want to explore his character now, because like, you know, you're in high school, you joined this agency, and you're kind of already doing your own thing, like getting contracted from other first like specific missions. What's his deal?
I mean, the fact that Denji was doing all this at 16 years old is another feat in and of itself.
Like clockwork.
I have read a couple of his short story compilations. I don't remember a lot of them, but they were really solid. I think it's 17 to 21 and 22 to 24? 26? Oh man, you guys are really loving Goodbye Airy. Yeah, we might just react to that. That might be the prelude Sherm recommended before we read part 2. So,
do you think that Nayuta, she'll there'll be like another kid, the whole equal thing that they're talking about with Makima? You think she's going to meet somebody like that? No, in this series, though, something bad will happen to the kid on accident. Oh no!
I'm just concerned that maybe her devilness will cause pain to one of her friends. I don't want her to suffer at all. Not at all.
What's she gonna do? Accidentally, like twist somebody's arm? Squishy. No. This is a great conclusion. Like, it's so neat. Such a neat conclusion. I can't say nothing else about it. I can't praise it enough. It's
such a clean conclusion.
I don't feel cheated. I don't feel like I didn't get enough. I feel fulfilled.
A full meal, you could say.
Oh, okay. So it's 60 pages, chapter 98. Oh, we definitely weren't doing it here.
You know what? Our next stream might be a Goodbye Airy and chapter 98. That might be the only two things we could do.
You love Nayuta? I like that. That sounds... I'm optimistic.
Promising.
Yeah. I mean, she looks sweet and innocent. She even did the little peace sign, and just don't do the finger bang.
Yay.
If she do this,
bang.
Nope. Oh no. Oh hell.
Oh,
no.
wadi-da.
I wonder what would happen if we like when we meet the Blood Devil. I wonder if Fujimoto's gonna like play on something like just from dialogue's sake, or there's some kind of energy there, or it's like, I don't like you. I don't like you.
That's funny.
Oh, I mean, there's a chance that there's a real chance that like some of these other devils and fiends, when they come back, like they'll just be like her, just a child. Denji's got to be the big bro to everybody.
It's the how many kindergartners could you fight?
Literally. Some people be tripping with those. They're like, yeah, I can fight like 100.
300. No, you can fight like 4.
I can fight 100 of them.
The limit is like 4.
They think they Chainsaw Man. They think they could just...
You think you're a hero. No, you're not.
She could do no wrong in your eyes. Damn. A bunch of dogs and kids, yeah. This was Denji's real dream.
All I need is a white picket fence. And a crippling mortgage. Ayo. All right, on that note, anything else you want to talk about before we wrap it up for tonight?
Stay tuned, guys. Once again, join the Discord. We talk more Chainsaw and more other series. We got a lot of stuff on the channel from anime, manga, and more things for the rest of the year as well. So stop by, chat it up with us and everybody else in there, and yeah, we appreciate you guys coming out every week for these volume reactions.
It's been great.
You guys have been loving them, so we'll be back in a few weeks for part 2.
Likely, since Pell thinks it's a good idea, we'll do Goodbye Airy and chapter 98 in one stream. But as Vante said, we got a lot of backlog content, got to get into that. And then the next manga series likely on the channel after we finish up Chainsaw Man will be Haikyuu. So very different tone, obviously, but still enjoyable. One of our favorite shows that we've watched. But yeah, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching tonight. As Vante likes to say, stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean. We'll see you in the next video or stream, and peace.